Welcome to English Vibes.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really cutting through the noise. We got a ton of fascinating research shared by you, our
Went
listeners.
all about daily speaking habits for English fluency, especially if you're busy, maybe a bit shy, or, don't have someone to practice with all the time.
So our mission today, think of this as your shortcut. We've boiled down all that research into, well, the three most effective daily habits.
And these are low-effort habits, really, designed for the biggest impact with minimal time.
Exactly. And here's the big takeaway, the thing all the sources agree on. Fluency isn't magic. It's not some special app.
Hmm.
No, it really comes down to daily practice, consistency, even like 10 minutes a day.
Okay, let's unpack that, because
Yeah.
that's a key mindset shift, isn't it?
It really is. The research points this out again and again. For intermediate speakers, the block isn't usually grammar gaps.
It's the practice.
Yeah, the lack of daily physical and mental workout in English, you need to actually, do it.
Mm.
Okay, so there's this great analogy in the research comparing English practice to playing football,
Mm-hmm.
right? That one really nails it. Think about it. If you play football for, say, an hour just once a month, you're just warming up the whole time.
Exactly. You spend all your time remembering the basics. You never actually get better. But if you just kick the ball around for 10 minutes every single day,
Then you see real progress.
exponential progress, actually. Your muscles, your brain, they lock onto that new pattern much faster because it's reinforced daily.
So it's not about these huge, daunting study sessions on a Sunday. It's about these little micro doses of English every day.
Building those neural pathways through repetition. Simple, but powerful. So if there's one mantra to take away from this deep dive, it's probably this sentence we saw: a little English every day makes me fluent. Sounds almost too simple, maybe, but that consistency, it helps you get past feeling overwhelmed.
Right. It stops being this huge task you avoid and just becomes, well, a quick habit, something you just do.
You can slot it in anywhere.
Exactly. And the sources gave us three really concrete habits that build on this idea. Let's get into the first one. It's designed for building comfort, tackling that self-consciousness. It's called mirror talk.
Ah, mirror talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is basically pure psychological training. It's about getting comfortable hearing your own voice in English without the pressure.
How does that work, though? I mean, cognitively.
Yeah.
Standing there talking to yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
It feels a bit, well, basic.
Well, what's fascinating is the physical act of watching yourself speak. It seems to activate a different part of the brain compared to just reciting words aloud.
Okay.
When you see your own face, you're both the speaker and the listener, right? But crucially, there's no external judgment. You're just observing.
So it normalizes the feeling, the sound.
Precisely. You get comfortable with the physical movements, your mouth, your vocal cords producing English sounds. You start to accept your English voice.
That makes sense. Okay, the instructions are super specific here. Start really simple.
Yeah, don't overthink it at first. Just basic conversational lines. Things like, "Hi, how are you today?"
Or even, I'm learning English and I feel happy. Just warming up those language muscles.
That initial phase is key, just getting the mouth moving in English patterns. But the real practice kicks in when you level up a bit.
Right. Describing your day. That's the next step.
Yeah, putting together actual sentences about your own life, just like 3 or 4 sentences minimum.
The goal there is applying grammar you already know.
Uh-huh.
Right. Instantly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at the examples they gave. I woke up early today. I made coffee. I listened to music. I watched a video in English. All simple past tense, stuff you do every day.
Exactly. So the habit forces you to use those fundamental structures in a real personal context. It cements the grammar without you even thinking about studying grammar.
Yeah.
And you can do it while you're, brushing your teeth or getting ready.
So what for Mirror Talk is really building that internal confidence, making your own English voice familiar. It's like laying the foundation.
Essential foundation.
Okay, but comfort is one piece. What about sounding more, I don't know, natural, improving the flow? That leads us to the second habit, which feels very practical, very portable. The voice note challenge.
Ah, yes, the voice note challenge. This definitely takes it up a notch. It moves beyond just internal comfort and brings in auditory feedback.
Auditory feedback. Listening to yourself.
Yeah, and that's critical for developing more natural speech patterns.
This seems perfect for someone maybe still a bit shy, not quite ready for language exchange partner yet. And the key constraint is the length, right?
Absolutely vital. Record a short voice note, and the sources emphasize strategically short, just 30 seconds.
30 seconds, that's it.
That's it, every day, on your phone.
Okay.
That brevity just removes the excuse of, I don't have time. 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds while waiting for the microwave or walking to the bus stop.
True. But you said the real magic happens after recording.
Yes. Listening back. That's the crucial step here.
Why is listening back so important?
Well, the research suggests that when we're speaking, we often don't really hear ourselves accurately. We miss things, our intonation, maybe where we put stress, even small pronunciation glitches.
Okay.
But when you play back that 30-second clip, you hear your English more objectively, like an outsider.
Ah, so you start to notice the gaps.
Exactly. It forces self-correction. You start noticing the difference between how you sound and, say, the more fluent cadence you hear in native speakers or other models you listen to. It helps you sound more natural over time.
That makes a lot of sense. And topic-wise, it can be anything, right?
Yeah.
Super simple.
Totally. What you had for breakfast, your plan for the day, your favorite movie, your commute. Anything. Doesn't need to be deep thoughts.
And they gave that great little structure example, too, to make it easy to hit the minimum sentences, like talking about favorite food. Yeah, that template is brilliant. You start with the main idea. My favorite food is pizza. Okay, then add a reason. Because it tastes cheesy and delicious.
Right.
And then add context. I usually eat it when I'm watching a movie on Fridays.
Right.
Boom, 3 sentences. Probably took, what, 15, 20 seconds? Easily.
And
look what you've done.
No.
Used a linking word because, practice some descriptive words, cheesy, delicious, and put it in a personal context when I'm watching a movie.
Right.
So doing that daily recording, listening back, you're basically drilling sentence patterns without the pressure of a live conversation.
Exactly. It builds that muscle memory for common structures. They start to feel automatic, not something you have to consciously piece together word by word.
Which makes you sound more confident.
Because you are more confident in just getting your basic thoughts out fluently.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got internal comfort with mirror talk, and then auditory feedback and refinement with voice notes. Now, the third habit. This one targets maybe the ultimate goal. Training your brain to actually think in English instantly. Ah, the talk to objects game.
This one sounds a little funny, I have to admit.
It does, maybe. But this is where the practice really moves out of being an exercise and starts embedding English into your actual environment all day long.
Okay, so the goal is eliminating that translation step in your head.
Precisely. Getting rid of that pause where you think in your native language and then search for the English equivalent.
Why objects, though? Why talk to your phone or your coffee cup? What's the specific cognitive benefit there?
It's about tackling a common bottleneck. When you look at an object, say your pen, your brain instantly pulls up the label in your native language. That's automatic. The bottleneck is switching that label to English and then using it in a functional sentence quickly.
By forcing yourself to look at the pen and immediately say something about it in English, you're creating a direct link. Physical object straight to English description.
So you're basically training your brain to skip the native language lookup for everyday things.
You got it. It forces the brain to operate just in English for that moment. It's like a mini real-time vocabulary test combined with basic communication practice.
Okay, so you just look around, your bag, your chair, whatever, and talk to it.
Yep. Keep it simple. Functional.
And the examples they gave were brilliantly basic, weren't they? Not complex thoughts.
No need. Hello, phone, you help me talk to my friends. Simple subject, verb, object.
Or hello, cup, you give me coffee every morning. Or even just describing location. Hello, chair, thank you for letting me sit.
Or the chair is next to the table. See how often that forces you to use prepositions. Next to on, in, or common verbs like help, give.
Stuff you use constantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The essential glue of daily communication. And this game takes zero planning. You can do it 5 times a day, 5 seconds each time.
Just quick little blifts.
Yeah, it makes English part of your surroundings, part of your interaction with the world, even when you're alone, not just something you study from a book.
Okay, I see the logic now. It sounds quirky, maybe, but that cognitive benefit of reducing hesitation, building that instant link between concept and English word, that seems really powerful.
It targets a very specific, very common sticking point.
All right, let's do a quick recap for everyone listening. Based on all that material you shared, we've pulled out 3 small but potent daily habits.
Speak in front of the mirror, that's for comfort and confidence.
Record and review short, 30-second voice notes. That's for naturalness and auditory feedback.
Talk to objects around you, that's for training real-time thinking in English.
And the core message through all of this.
Consistency, consistency, consistency. It's not about finding huge chunks of time. It's about that daily touch point, every single day.
So the research actually suggests a challenge,
Yeah.
right? A 7-day challenge.
It does. Pick one habit, just one to start, maybe. Or you could combine them, like Mirror talk in the morning, voice note before bed.
And do it for just 5 minutes
Yeah.
every day for 1 week.
Yep, 5 minutes a day for 7 days. And the research suggests that people consistently feel a noticeable difference in their confidence, even just in that first week.
That's pretty amazing for such a small investment.
It is. And if we step back and look at the bigger picture, remember, fluency isn't about being perfect. It's not about never making mistakes.
It's about delivery, speed, and consistency.
Exactly. It's about being able to communicate your thoughts reasonably smoothly. And this kind of low-effort daily practice, it's like neurological
Saying
training.
rewiring your brain.
In a way, yes. Your brain starts defaulting to English more often. The physical act of speaking becomes easier, faster. Your mouth gets used to the movements and confidence that just grows naturally as your actual ability improves.
It becomes a byproduct, not the goal itself.
Precisely. Okay, that's the path then, a strategic, consistent path. So let's leave you with that core mantra one last time. A little English every day makes me fluent.
Embrace the small steps.
And looking ahead, the material we reviewed also hinted at the next level for fluency. It involves shifting focus away from single words.
Ah, yes. Learning phrases, chunks of language, lexical chunks, as linguists call them.
Which raises a really interesting question, doesn't it? How does focusing on learning these prefabricated groups of words actually change the learning process? How does it help you sound, well, dramatically more natural, more like a native speaker?
It's a fascinating shift from analyzing grammar rules to just using language chunks the way they naturally occur. We'll
Ooh.
definitely unpack that next time.
Something to mull over.
For now, though, the challenge is simple. Start small. Start daily. Maybe go talk to your coffee cup right now.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.